ต้องย่านผมมีไม่เคยมาดอกนี่นี่มันคักเด้จะอยากให้เขาศพจะมาฝังนี่นี่วะก็จะดีเลย
The Long Walk, another interesting find from Shudder. Originally released in 2019 and streaming now on the platform, The Long Walk is a Laotian film by Maddie Do. It's a slow burn folk horror drama about pain and acceptance, how grief and misunderstandings can lead to a life one would never dream possible. It's a deeply complex film that isn't told in a traditional way. I'm getting ahead of myself though. There's a lot to talk about. What is this film about? The Long Walk follows a hermit living far away from a rural village. When he walks the road home, he is often joined by the spirit of a woman he witnessed die in a hit and run as a boy. Over time, he starts to abuse the spirit's power to travel through time to interact with his younger self and aid his dying mother 50 years in the past. There's a lot more, but it would spoil a lot of the film. This is a hard film to follow in general as it isn't told in a traditional sense. Like the spirit herself, the story flows through two spots in history at the same time, often interacting with each other with little notice. The characters and setting will change and grow slightly between time jumps, offering the slightest hint at what's going on and the decline of some characters' morals and personality. Increasing in intensity, the more interference there is, and by the ending, things are drastically different. It's a great storytelling perspective that really ramps up the drama in the latter half and honestly isn't seen all that often. Unfortunately, that also means this film has to take its sweet time getting there. The emotional payoff is awesome and tense, but the first half of the journey is very slow and very plodding. Just like the walk home itself, it is a slow burn film with an odd setting that I don't fully understand. I'll get more into that later, but it runs the risk of boring average viewers when they try to watch. Things do ramp up after characters are firmly established, but that's about at the halfway point. The slow pace can feel like a slog up until then. Even some parts at the end are slow and painful and quiet, which I like, but really only as an artistic choice. I won't lie and say I found it a tad boring here or there. Also, man, this movie gets dark. And when I say it gets dark, it's one of those that's like, it starts getting dark and then goes, hey, hold on, hold my beer, and gets even darker. But I guess that's the point. It's a folk tale and a cautionary tale, and those tend to always have a dark ending. This is very melancholy and sad, using the old man and the boy as the focus, and the ghosts really only as conduits. I also like that the design of the ghosts is interesting. They aren't traditional spirits in an American sense. They look and act like normal people. They even eat food placed on their shrines. It drips in Laotian culture, and I really appreciate that. I absolutely love me some unique cultural films. One other aspect that confuses me though is the time setting. The timelines are 50 years separated, but still in the quote-unquote near future. I don't really know what this means, aside from having some characters having some weird chips and displays in their arms that act as cell phones and wallets. They're not really used all that often besides in monetary transactions, and for some reason everyone is still living in shacks, has no electricity, and still sleeps in mosquito netting. It's very weird to me and doesn't feel very futuristic at all, but maybe that's the point. I don't understand that choice. That's one thing I really don't get, and it's honestly a little distracting. But other than that, it's a solid, unique, time-traveling slow burn. I also need to talk about the filmmaker Maddie Do. She is, to my knowledge, Laotian's only female director and the only female horror director of the country. It's a huge achievement, and she definitely deserves to be noticed about it. She has 3 films so far, I believe. I haven't seen the others, but after this, I might be inclined to go search them out. This was a very interesting directorial style. I want to see some more of her. Anyway, I recommend the story if you're into slow burns and dark metaphorical stories. This is one that definitely could use an ending explained video, but I don't know if I'll ever do that. Maybe. Other YouTubers tend to do that, not me. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, definitely check this out if you think you can handle that. The Long Walk gets an 8 out of 10 from me. Hey guys, thanks for sticking around for another one. Shudder, again, knocking it out of the park. Frankly, I've liked a lot of Shudder's movies more than Netflix. There's still some Netflix horror films I need to watch. Like, I haven't seen the Fear Street trilogy yet. But otherwise, I really like this. There's tons of new cultural stuff I've been finding on Shudder that Netflix just doesn't have. Netflix is way more focused on Korean and Japanese now for some reason. But I never thought I would find a Laotian film. And quite frankly, I think that's really cool. I love being able to look into and see the other cultural aspects in here, especially from places I've never visited. Although I still don't get the future aspect. That's weird, but I don't know. I think this is a good film. I think you should watch it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like, subscribe, ring that bell, don't miss a video, and that's it. Have a great day, and if you're not, have a better one. See ya.
I'm just a ghost in your stereo, the fading memory of a shipwreck in the undertow. You're just a lost song I know, and I'm just a ghost in your stereo.